Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, is a 1981 film that is once again directed by George Miller. And the plot of this movie is we see Mel Gibson as, of course, Mad Max. And Max has been on the road ever since what happened to his wife and his son in the first film. And he's just, I don't want to say lost, but he's definitely a man on a mission. He's a guy who roams the roads. He's no longer a police officer. He just goes off and presumably goes after people who deserve it, who deserved to be killed, right? People who are like the gang that took away his family, but he's also desperately in need for gasoline just to survive. So he winds up with this community of people who have gasoline, have their resources, and he decides to help them as they're trying to fight off this biker gang, this very dangerous and evil gang. Now, what I thought of Mad Max 2 was, I thought the movie was okay. I thought it was fine, but I don't think I liked it as much as the first film, which is surprising because when you see Mel Gibson at the very beginning, he is that Mad Max that you would think of him to be like, right? He's pissed off, he's angry, he's emotionless, and he's out to punish anybody who deserves it. I think the only thing that's keeping his humanity, keeping him sane, is he has this dog with him, which I very much like this dog. I'm not a dog person really at all, but sometimes when I see characters in movies and they have a loyal dog willing to do anything for them, that's what makes me appreciate dogs. And he runs into this character, the gyro captain, and at first they're at odds. He handcuffs him, but by the end of the movie he ends up becoming like a loyal sort of partner to Max. So seeing him try to hang on to his humanity, seeing him try to be a regular person once again after everything was nice. It was refreshing for him. And also when he runs into this community of people and he decides to help them, because he could have just skipped out. He was able to arrange a deal with them to take some of their gas and go off, and he promised them that he would come back. He didn't have to, but he did, and him doing so is what lets you know that he is on the right path. But I want to talk about this gang, the villains of the movie, because, man, they're kind of hilarious. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are evil, they are sick, they are twisted. I guess they're just as deranged and fucked up as the gang from the first movie, or as several gangs in this world. You see them at the very beginning rape this one woman in front of, I assume, her husband or whatever, in front of him, kill her, and then leave him to die. I mean, fuck. And one of the members he's wearing like this leather outfit, which, you know, Mad Max wears a leather outfit too, right? But this guy is like, he's wearing assless chaps. And I mean, and he's riding a motorcycle with this, who I thought at first was a woman behind the bike with him, because they have flowing blonde hair and holding on to him like a woman would, right? But then no, you see it's a guy. It's another guy wearing leather assless chaps, and you kind of quickly realize, oh, that's his prison bitch or something, I guess. And then when something happens to the blonde one, he gets pissed. Mind you, he has a pink mohawk. Like, it's so out there. But he's not even the leader. The leader of the gang is this guy who is named the Humongous. The Humongous. And he's wearing like a Jason Voorhees hockey mask, I swear. And it's funny to say that because this is 1981. There was no Jason hockey mask at this time. I mean, sure, there was hockey mask, but that wasn't a thing. Watching it now, though, I can't help but look at him and think that that's what he looks like. So that made him like a memorable look to him. He was evil. He was jacked and huge. But other than that, you know, they were your typical evil gang. Some of the people in the community, one in particular I liked, they called her the Warrior Woman. That was her name. That's all that she's listed on Wikipedia. She was cool. I wish there was a little bit more to her character. At first, she doesn't trust Max at all, but she comes around, she realizes she was wrong about him, and she apologizes to him. And I wasn't necessarily thinking they would get together, because it was, like, the way how he lost his wife, you don't expect him to fall for somebody that soon. But I was hoping maybe something eventually could blossom. No, that doesn't really seem to be in the cards. And also, there's this little kid in the group who's like a caveman, or a cave boy. He doesn't talk, he grunts, and he growls, and he yells when he's angry. He has this boomerang that he can throw, and he's a pretty damn good shot with it as well. He can take care of himself, but he becomes loyal to Max. And that was something, too, that I liked. Just not only seeing this kid cling on to him, but seeing Max sort of attach himself to this kid as well, and that's what also helped him become attached to this group. So, what more can I say? The action, there is a good amount of action. There's chase scenes, there's explosions, practical effects, all of this I appreciated. I guess at the end of the day, I didn't gravitate, or I didn't feel the plot as much. I didn't care as much, I guess, about the plot as much as I did for the first movie. Not a bad film, though. Still good action. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you two have seen Mad Max 2. What do you think of it? Like, comment, subscribe. Later.